Let's go ahead and start with Christina Pareirra. And if she gets mad that I do this webcast, so be it. I really don't care. Now, I have watched Christina for many years. And the reason that I have is because of her attachment to one of my bullies and stalkers, which unfortunately, at least for the time being, from what I'm aware of, is her husband. But he really doesn't seem to be doing a lot for her. As of current, Christina is having a little bit of a hard time. I'm not going to go into much detail. If you follow her Twitter, you know what it's about. But the one thing I've learned over the years is that one of the things that bullies and just some of the most nefarious people in our society do is that they separate us from those who can support us most by befriending someone who could be someone who's our greatest support system or someone that we need to support. And my premise and my objective for doing this webcast tonight is that I do want to send out the call to all of my fellow womanists, all of my fellow women of honor who just know what it is to walk down that dark path where we think we're alone, but we're not. A lot of my critics have deemed me a stalker. I'm not. They've deemed me just a villain, and I'm not. But I'm not surprised by any of those labels that have been bestowed upon me. Because when you're good, those who you are in battle against, the last thing that they want is for anyone to know how good that you are. But anyway, forget about me. Let's go back to Christina. Christina Pareirra. I don't know a lot about her. I've actually never met her in person. I simply know of her. And I've watched her. I've watched her come from the Northeast and travel down to the Southeast to pursue her educational ventures in regards to sex work. I've seen her travel a lot of the same path that I have in regards to learning the truth of exactly what adult entertainment is. I've watched her document it. I've watched her encompass the emotional turmoil that sex workers deal with when it comes to feeling suicidal, when it comes to feeling hopeless, and when it comes to feeling alone. I've watched Christina go from working as a private sex worker to a public porn star. And she did a very good job, by the way, as a porn star, as an actress, an adult actress, because that is what she is. I have watched her make her way into the legal prostitution system. I've watched her be lured by those who claim to care about her, but who may not. I've watched her go into the legal brothel system. I've watched her attempt to rationalize the validity of that brothel system like no other on this planet. She's done such a good job, and she's carried the burden of so much criticism, so much hate. And though I don't want to go too much into her situation, as of current, her freedom is on the brink of being taken away. And not because of only her actions. And what I love about Christina Pareirra is that she takes accountability for everything that she's gone through. She's such a beautiful soul. Beautiful. You really don't come across that many people who are as beautiful on the inside as they are on the outside. But she's one of those people who is. And though a lot of people would probably question me as to why I would even bother to give her words of encouragement, and I don't exactly have an answer as to why. It's just something about that girl to where I feel like if circumstances were different, or perhaps if it were a different lifetime, she would be my friend. So as far as I am concerned, she is my sister spiritually. And what many people don't understand about me when it comes to my thoughts, when it comes to sex work, and also when it comes to my religious beliefs, when it comes to my belief in Jesus Christ and God and Christianity and all that jazz, is that it's not so much the words, but it's the meaning behind the message sent. It was just over the past few days that something in my mind was like, you know what, Alexandra, you need to see what Sin City Girl is up to nowadays. So I decided to take a look at her Twitter, and she's decided to express herself artistically via her art. And I think that's one of the most beautiful things. And the reason I think that is because that's something that I've done. Many of you might have seen my series, my tribute to Bob Ross, the painter, and my discussion on individuals who I feel are beautiful men. I can't wait to see what Christina does, because she just bought her art supplies. She built a beautiful studio in her backyard or her patio, whatever it is. And she's about to paint. I wish she would sculpt, because everything that I've witnessed about her tells me that she's a tactile learner. And I think that she would be such a tremendous sculptress. I would just love to throw her a ball of clay and be like, Christina, let's see what you can do with this. Show me what you can do with your hands. But what really breaks my heart is that the man who she chose to marry, and I don't fault her, because there have been men that I'm attracted to that I'm sure people would question me about, and that's neither here nor there. I'm not here to judge. But what bothers me the most was that her husband's ex-BFF, who he obviously put his trust into, hasn't seemed to show Christina a lot of consideration. Christina has made it clear via her own volition that she believes that she's dealing with some sort of mental illness. And if someone's suffering from that, the last thing that you need to do is knock them down. Don't do that kind of shit to somebody like that. And someone who has been my longtime stalker, who we're going to get into a little bit later tonight, a man by the name of Sean Matthew Tompkins, aka TRPWL of the Real Porn WikiLeaks, for whatever reason, has neglected to remove some information on his website about Christina that really could hurt her. Not her reputation, because anyone who takes a look at Christina knows, hey, this is a phenomenal woman. But why would it be, if you know of someone's weakness, why would you exploit that unless you're out to hurt them? Why would Sean Matthew Tompkins want to hurt this young woman, considering everything that her husband has done for him? Sean Matthew Tompkins wouldn't have the connections that he has were it not for her husband. Not at all. Talk about ungrateful. And talk about being sick and twisted and selfish. So again, I do want all of you out there who are not aware of Christina Pareirra to follow her on her Twitter, Sin City Girl. Take a look at her beautiful artwork. Encourage her to continue. And I really hope that one day she's able to accomplish her dreams. In the academic world, which is where she should remain, she has a beautiful mind. She's probably one of the most intelligent women I've ever witnessed within the adult entertainment industry, and it's a shame that that has not been further recognized.